Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Pat.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Cruz has it over the middle. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a third down. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. This is Jennings. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Jennings. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Ordinarily, the responsibility for not letting edge pressure disrupt the play falls on the offensive tackles. Their job, to push that edge pressure so far wide they can't either get to the quarterback or the runner, especially on a draw.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Here's Curley. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And here's the headshots for the offense, and Carlos Hyde, a talented back.
has taken over as the lead runner. A terrific talent. Can batter you inside, but has more speed than what you expect to take it the distance.
Second down and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Gabbert. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Vance McDonald, 34 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Bobby Rainey now to return it. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here comes this Giants offense getting ready to take over the football. And, you know, they haven't been great. They weren't great in week 2 against the Saints. But we mentioned it earlier, they're 2-0. Their defense is held up. But they've got some playmakers on offense that'll certainly come around.
And Odell Beckham Jr. is going to lead the way. What do you have, 8 catches in the game on Sunday? How about Sterling Shepard, who was drafted because they were worried about Victor Cruz and his ability to come back from the injuries? Well, they got Victor Cruz back as well. So you're right. With those playmakers, I think it's just a matter of time before the Giants explode on offense.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Manning to throw on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
As everyone should know by now, if Chip Kelly's running an offense, it is a run-first offense. And Carlos Hyde's his bell cow in San Francisco. But, boy, what a tough task he had running against that front of the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, just 34 yards on 14 carries, and that was on the heels of that great week 1 against the Rams.
Yeah, and you're going to see more of those great week 1s from Carlos Hyde. I really like him, one of the better young ball carriers in the NFL. They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
He's got his man Cruz. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now it's Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Pardon, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got.
And this is hauled in by the rookie Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard from 10 yards. Out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Off play action to Hyde. Here's Gabbard rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And he comes back with one complete. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Dawson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine and it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Drops it off in the flat to Jennings. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Curley. Oh, up and over. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go here, we see Blaine Gabbert march back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They got 29 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, 49ers. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he's got room. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Carlos Hyde's such a physical, tough runner. People are talking about him changing his style. I don't think he should change a thing, and I know he wants to add catching the ball to his arsenal as well.
One thing's for sure, he said in the offseason, he told us he's happy to be in a Chip Kelly offense, isn't it?
No doubt about it.
They'll run with Davis. What a spin. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. This will be taken in at the 1. He leaps over him. Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Josh Brown on 4th down. He was 30 of 32 in field goal tries last season. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Penalty marker is down here. And the 13-year man puts it through. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Here's Jennings. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run again with Jennings. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Brown able to put it through. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms. And now you've got the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.